As always, we start out with our champion player. Eric, what's your ranking now?
I think 8th.
8th best player in the world here. So
I've taken a bit of a break from pinball. I'm a meteorologist, and I was out of work for a couple of years, and so the end of last year, I'm back to work. So I haven't really been playing much. I was 3rd in the world last November, but when you don't play for a little while, then you kind of lose some points. So, but either way, it's you know, they tell me I'm all right, and I just listen. I listen to what everybody else says. All right. So, is anyone familiar with The Walking Dead? A lot of you guys played it before. How many of you are not even close to familiar? All right, that's what I like to see. All right, well, you know, it's a stern game, so there's usually a ball save on it. There's usually a skill shot. There's usually several multi-balls and several strategies on this Walking Dead. There's a couple strategies. You've got 3 drop targets on the left-hand side. When you hit the 3 drop targets one time, it will light your modes. You've got a barn mode where it's pretty much an easy shot. You just keep on shooting the barn until time runs out. And the more times you hit it, the more points you get. You've got a CDC shot where you hit a couple of ramps, you hit a barn shot, you can hit this Woodbury shot. It's a little more complicated, a little more tough. So in tournament mode, I don't usually go for it. You've got an arena shot, which is the right ramp. I like to go for that as well because all it is ramp, 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 ramp. So the way I like to play is I like to control the ball and I like to shoot the same shot over and over and over and over again. And if I can build one shot higher and higher and higher and I don't have to mess with anything else, if I can find a safe shot to do that, that's what I like to do. Then you've got a couple other shots. You've got a riot mode and you've got a tunnel mode, which is a little bit more difficult to consistently hit, as well as like the feeds coming back to the flipper, sometimes a little difficult. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you the drop target modes. You see you got a first aid, weapons, and food. Now these will alternate. Let's see how loud this is. Ooh. We probably want to turn that down. I'd say go down to about 6. Oh yeah, you're way up. Okay, wait a minute. Go a little bit more. All right. About 30. Okay. How's that volume? Can you hear the game and hear me at the same time? Okay. I'd rather you be able to hear me anyway. Okay. See these alternating shots, first aid, weapons, and food. Once I hit a drop target, it'll lock one in. It locks it into weapons. Then I hit the other drop targets, and now I've got the modes lit. Now all of a sudden, it's still going to rotate for first aid, weapons, and food. I do not want to hit the targets when weapons is lit, because if I do, that's okay, we'll do that. So if I hit it during food, there it is, it locks it into food. So what I want to do is I want to get all 3 of these, and again, this is one strategy. I want to get all 3 of these, then I want to do first aid, and normally I'll play rather than show it this way, but this is a lot easier. Obviously, with the glass off, it's easier. So there it is. So now I've got what's called Bloodbath, and that's a multi-ball. So next time I hit these drop targets, I'm going to automatically get a multi-ball. So basically, let's try to start a mode. Let's try to get barn right away, or CDC right away. Now, I want to hit those drop targets to get a multi-ball. Now, some of the little tricks that I'm trying to do here is, all I'm trying to do is control the ball any way I can do it. So what I just did there was, basically, it was coming to the tip of the flipper. I let it bounce over to this side and then shoot my shot. So there it is. So now I'm in multi-ball. So basically, it's kind of like a free-for-all. I'll just shoot whatever you can shoot. I've got the CDC ramp lit. Every time you hit the 3 drop targets, you're going to get an add a ball. So if I hit it one more time, it'll add a ball. It also adds ball save time. Again, this is one strategy on how to play the game. Try to get Bloodbath. Now, I can shoot the prison. Basically, the prison shot is another multi-ball. So you hit the prison one time, and then it actually lights prison, and it should lock. It'll hold the ball right there. That's the start. That's not start a prison multi-ball, but it's the start of the prison. So now I have PRISON lit. All these shots are red now. Every time I hit a shot, it will spot one of my letters. So now the R is lit. If I hit the ramp shot, the eye is lit. Or I could just hit the prison like that, and it will automatically get me into prison multi-ball. So basically what I did is I stacked the two multi-balls. So I still have Bloodbath going, and I have the prison multi-ball going. Now with prison multi-ball, you want to hit one flashing shot, the prison opens up, and then you hit the prison. And sometimes it's a little finicky. It doesn't always register, but that's Walking Dead. And so you just keep doing that. So now you've got both stacked up. Again, you can hit these for an add a ball, but I've got 4 balls already. So those are the two multi-balls. Let's see if it gives me those back. So I didn't really do much for 36 million. And yeah, granted, I have the glass off, and I'm going to show you. So let me show you some tips. The most dangerous that I think shot coming out of this tunnel, you don't really know where the ball is going to go. It can hit this metal piece, and it could bounce over here. You can hit the metal piece, go right down the middle. You can hit this and be on the right-hand side. So it's a little risky when you're shooting a barn shot like this to see where it's going to go. I like to let the ball hit here, bounce, if possible. No, see that? Now there's a perfect example of not knowing. I hit the shot I wanted, but it's very risky coming out of there. So anyway, we'll talk about, there's a skill shot up top. You can see the 2 flashing lanes. That's pretty simple. It usually winds up on the right lane, so I'll just pull it all the way. Well, that was interesting. If it ever does that, where you pull it too hard and it gets caught in the bumpers, just try a little softer shot. Now let's see how it comes out. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. I want it to bounce. Don't be afraid when the ball's coming to your flipper. Don't be afraid to let the ball bounce, because if it bounces from one flipper to the other and you can get control, that's much better than just the ball's coming, I want to flip the ball, because you won't get. It'll be very hard to get control. So I pull it back soft, because when I did it hard, it hit the bumper. So now I'm good with a skill shot. Now I let it bounce, and now I shoot my shot and miss it, but that's okay. So you get a ball save again. So there it is. So that's why what you like to do is I like to have the ball held on a flipper. So now you might say, well, I want it on the left flipper. If you do a quick flip, you will hit this ball into this post and hopefully get it on this side. There it is. It's not easy to do. It takes a lot of practice, and each game is going to be different. Sometimes you got to hit it hard, and I'll show you on Evel Knievel, it's much different on an older game than a newer game. So let's try it with this flipper, try to get it back to the right, just like that. So basically, you can go all day, and I did that purposely. I did it soft. If you do it too soft, you won't have the same result. If you do it too hard, look, I did it too hard, and I lost it off the tip of the flipper. Another thing is called a drop catch. So now this is very difficult. If the ball's coming to your flipper, you want to try to catch it right as the ball's coming. Sort of like that. Let's try to do a perfect one. There we go. So it's not easy when you're playing and a ball's coming. You want to try to stop the ball. You want to flip right when the ball is about to come on your flipper. And this, again, it's not easy, but it does the job. Another thing is called, actually that's a live catch. I get these names mixed up. So live catch, drop catch, either way you're trying to catch the ball and get control of the ball. So a drop catch is when you go, and I don't usually do it on the Walking Dead, because usually if there's a scoop, say there's a hole over here, and it's going to kick the ball out. It's going to kick the ball out to your flipper. Then you can hold the ball up, and as the ball's coming to your flipper, you let it go like that, and then you flip the ball. So the two catches are, as the ball's coming down, you try to catch it, and on this one it's difficult. Or when it's coming down, you go like that, and then that's a drop catch, and now you've got it. And again, as I'm playing the game, it's a lot easier than, and I've said this in the previous years, it seems like when you put the ball somewhere and you're trying to do something, it doesn't quite work like when you're actually playing the game. So I showed you transferring over, the drop catch, the live catch. Again, those are, and if you're not familiar with the ball save, if you don't hit a switch for several seconds, the game will think the ball's stuck. So I just hit this in-lane switch. That way, it doesn't do that all the time. Anyway, so what we're going to do is now we're actually going to play the game, and we're going to play it 2 different ways. Most people, wow, that's a high score. This isn't how I got good, believe me. We are not going to put initials in this one because I would feel absolutely horrible. Okay, so what a lot of people do on Walking Dead is they want to get to multi-ball fast because multi-ball equals points. So they go for the prison. This guy is also another multi-ball. This well walker, I'm not sure how many times it takes to hit him. We'll test that later. I think it's like 12 times. It's a very, very risky shot, and I don't go for that at all. A lot of times you'll hit him by accident, and eventually you'll get a multi-ball out of him. So a lot of people, what they do is they go for the prison multi-ball. And again, once you're in that prison multi-ball, your red shots light up. You'll hit one red shot, and then you'll hit the prison. Now, you also have another feature that can multiply the playfield. See this 2 times? These 2 stand-up targets right here on either side of the prison, if you hit both of those, and then you make a very difficult, and this may not look difficult, but this riot shot is probably one of the harder shots, if not the hardest shot on this game. It'll start your 2x, and it's, 20 or 30 seconds. So I like to do that if I'm already in multi-ball and I have a ball save. So what I like to do is, and in tournaments, a lot of times the ball save's not turned on. But when it is, I like to try to make my hard shots when the ball save is turned on. So first we're gonna play this and try to get prison multi-ball. So I gotta hit it 1 time to finish the end. The next time it's gonna hold the ball, and then I can make these red shots to spot my prison letters because this is a risky shot. You don't know how it's gonna come back to your flipper. And as I'm doing it, we'll talk about any bounce passes or transfers of the flipper. That way you can see an actual play. So I know not to pull the ball all the way back because when I did, it kind of got stuck in the bumpers. So I want to change my skill shot with a flipper, which a lot of games you can change the skill shot with a flipper. Some now, like Total Nuclear Annihilation, you can either change it with a flipper or leave it where it's at, and you'll get more points if you happen to plunge it into that spot. Either way, it's just a couple points. So we're going to hit, and it still did that. All right. Now I'm letting it bounce. Now I'm going to try to hit the prison. All I want to do is control the ball, right? Now, that's a magnet up there. So it could really go crazy coming down from there. So you got to be ready. So I let it bounce. And that was another thing. When I went like this, so if I just let it bounce off the flipper normally, right, it'll bounce a certain way. But if I push it like that, it actually will make it bounce higher and give me better control. So what I want to do is I want to catch the ball. Now, I don't like shooting with this right flipper, that prison. It's a very hard shot. I'll show you. See, I missed it. And I lost the ball. Perfect example right there. That was good. I'm glad that happened because I always try to get it to this flipper and shoot that prison shot. All right. Let's see if we can get the skill shot. All right. And the skill shot's only 400,000. Don't feel bad if you miss it. Now, coming out of this, I like to give it a bump. Because if I can give it a bump, then just maybe I can bump it off of this metal piece back to this flipper. If I just let it come down here, it could go right down the middle. Although there is a little post right here that if it catches the post, it will come to this flipper. All right, I think I had it over here. So now I want to bounce this ball from the post back onto this flipper because I don't want to shoot it from here. You saw what happened. So there it is. And again, every pinball is different. Sometimes you got to hit it harder. Sometimes you just do it soft. So now we're going to try to start prison. Let the ball bounce because now it's on the flipper I want. And there it is. And be patient. Don't, just because you see the ball going, you don't want to start flipping. You want to see what the ball is going to do. So I need 2 more shots. And that wasn't one of them. So once again, okay, I want to get the ball to the other flipper. And I want to hit the prison. Now that's what you call, I call that a tip pass. So basically like that, when the ball hits the tip of the flipper, it's okay to just let it hit the tip like this hard because it'll bounce to the flipper that you want it to go to. So now we're going to hit the prison one more time, I think. Let it bounce. Be patient. Now, that was a perfect live catch. I couldn't do it when I placed the ball there, but there, it seems to be easier when the ball is actually in play. All right, we got a couple more shots. And we're going to transfer this once again, or not, because, again, you can hit it too hard. Now, I gave it a little nudge. Don't ever feel bad about giving it a nudge up or, like, bouncing the game. That's not going to tilt the game. That will tilt the game. Side to side or, ooh, it swore at me. Did you guys know that was on? Did you hear what it called me? Oh, man. Must not like the weather report. All right, so I'm going to bring it back to this flipper again and then shoot the prison shot, and it didn't register. And that time, I caught it again. Did you see when it came down, I caught it, transferred it. Oh, come on, guys. Come on now. I know you called me names, but we're trying to show people something here. There we go. So now we're going to get prison started. Why is that not registering? It's a Walking Dead. It happens. I just need one more shot. Ugh. Now, I'm just letting it bounce off the tip of the flipper. Now I got control. Ugh. Hey, it worked after 5 times. So now what I want to do is, I got a ball save on. I don't care about controlling the ball right now. I just want to hit shots. Because if I hit shots, I'm going to get points. And if I miss them, the ball's going to go down, and I don't care. Because I'm getting it back. And sometimes it's easier to let a ball, or even 2 balls go down, while you have the ball save on, because now it's easier for me to make shots, even though I still haven't made one yet. Okay, I don't have the ball save on now. I want to get control of the ball. I've got 2 balls on this side. Oh, that was a perfect catch right down the middle, but that's okay. So I want to separate these 2. I want to give it one quick flip, and if you do it, give it a quick flip. Now I separated the balls, and I lost them all. So that was that. Okay, so now you see that prison multi-ball, that really wasn't worth much. Not good. Let's keep going for it, because many people, that's what they do. They'll go for prison multi-ball all day. So this is ball 3. And when it comes out of there, I'll try to give it a little bump. See that bump? Push the ball up on this flipper a little bit. Let it bounce, and you know what? Do not shoot it from the right flipper. Okay, so you saw that game, not really that good. Now we're gonna do the mode strategy. I'm only gonna shoot for these drop targets. I'm not even gonna touch the prison. This, to me, is a much better strategy on playing The Walking Dead. You'll get a higher score, let it bounce off that left flipper. Now I got the ball save on. Those targets are dangerous because you don't know how the ball is gonna come out of there. Now, see, again, when it comes down, you let the flipper drop. It's a drop catch, and the ball just sits right on your flipper there. Now, I want to transfer it back over here, and I want to shoot that target. And those targets are not easy. Again, there's another drop catch where the ball's coming to my flipper. Just drop the flipper and transfer it over. And this is the hardest target to hit, by the way. All right. So now I've got Barn is the one I want to hit. Okay, now did you see what I just did there? When it came down, I gave it a little bump. If I don't give it a bump, I did not want to start that yet, but that's okay. If I don't give it a bump, it hits this. Look at that. It hits this and goes down. Did you see that? So I don't want to do it that way. What I want to do is I want to give it a nudge off of the side, okay? If I give it a little nudge like that, look, it puts it right back to my flipper and I can catch it. When I didn't give it a nudge, it hits the sling. It could catch it and start bouncing like crazy, or it could hit the sling and go right down the middle. So again, you could just give it a little nudge from the top up here, right as it's coming down, and look, it'll put the ball right to the left flipper. But again, if you don't know how it's gonna. Look at that. Every time you don't nudge it, it hits there and goes down. That's very interesting, isn't it? Okay, since I did not show that before, we're going to start this one over, because that's a very important thing to do. Again, nudging it, and I like to do it down here. I'll actually kind of shift the game. You can see it moving just a little bit, but you got to do it at the right time, right there. Hold the flipper up, try to catch the ball. But again, if you don't catch the ball, it's a lot easier to do while the game is actually playing. All right. So now we'll do the 3-target strategy just like last time. And this time, I will not touch the ball with my hand. I don't think. Unless it calls me names again, and then I might have to. All right, so I got one. I'm going to hit the other two. So now now look, I just let the ball bounce, okay? Let the ball bounce. It's okay. I don't need to try to catch it and try to do fancy things every single time. Sometimes it pays just to be patient. So I want to hit this barn shot. So I transfer the ball over, and I almost make it. Oh, come on. By the way, this is a very fast-playing Walking Dead. Make the barn shot. Nope, not yet. Again, I'm just trying to control the ball, trying to stop the ball when it's coming to the flipper. There we go. So now the barn it has started. Wow, that is tough coming out of there. Very tough. That's okay. Again, I'm showing you 2 different strategies on how to play the game. So now, I need to hit those drop targets, which I just did, but I got ball saved, so that's good. I'm fine. Now, I gave it a little nudge coming off of that, and I'm going to bounce it over. There it is. So now, I've got, so the first time you hit the drops, all of the features will light, all the mode shots will light. The next time you have to hit them 2 times to get them lit, and every other time 2 times. Arena is the next one I like to go for because it's an over and over and over again shot. It's not an easy shot because you have to hit it at the tip of the flipper. So I'm going to try to transfer it over. Bounce. Now see how I let it bounce? It's okay to be patient, let it bounce. Now, you just want to keep shooting that shot. So there's one, and there's one. Now, as the ball come down, I flipped the flipper up right as it got to the crease, and it stopped it right there. Otherwise, the ball would have rolled up and would have been right around this area. Hard to do, but again, it's one of the tricks. Now, this is a skill shot. What I like to do is get it on the million and get it on. Every time I hit the flipper, it changes the 1, 2, 3, 4, and it changes what the value is. And the easiest thing to hit is that. Let's see if it goes in there. Hey, look at that. It actually went in there. Okay. Now, when I hit the ball off the tip of the flipper right there, I was trying to pass the ball back to this flipper. It's not easy to do, and I'll show you on that. On an older game, it's easier to do. But if I try to pass this ball over here, I mean, yeah, that was a little risky. Don't like doing it that way. All right. Anyway, my arena's running out. I've got 11 seconds. Now, if I would have hit these 3 drop targets, it would give me more time. Okay, that was 3 million. So, again, all I try to do is get control, and it's gone. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to hit those drop targets because we're playing a strategy to get those drop targets, and well, that was that was only ball 2. So now, look, I've got Bloodbath lit because I've hit all 3, first aid, weapons, and food. So now, we're going to start getting into some points once I hit that one more time. And remember, I got ball save on, so I don't really care what happens. I'm just trying to get control of the ball and shoot a fast shot with the ball save on. Now, I'm going to play without the ball save, more controlled, and take things a lot slower. All right. Anytime you want to come back in a nice way would be excellent. Don't get stuck on me. All right. Okay. So now there it is. Back to the flipper. And you can see that was actually going to roll off the tip. So there's one. That was the hard one. And catch the ball, shoot the ball, miss the shot. Now that time I couldn't. Okay, so now I just happened to hit the prison a couple times. That's cool. I wasn't going for it. So now again, I want to hit those 2 drop targets to get me a multi-ball. Let it bounce off the flipper. It's okay to do that. Let it bounce off the flipper. Whew, these are sensitive. Again, I've got one more drop target to hit before I get a multi-ball. Now, extra ball is lit. In tournament mode, it's turned off, but if you're playing at home, you'll want to hit that. It's a very hard shot, but you know what? You want to hit that in multi-ball. It's a lot easier. So now I'm in multi-ball. So now I want to start hitting all the red, basically shoot the lit shot. And also, every time I hit those drop targets again, it adds a ball, and I just hit them again. Notice the food and the weapons, that still will, now I hit them again, that still will light up. So basically, I still have my food, weapons, and, hey look, I'm finally hitting shots. All right, so what I want to, you know, with 4 balls going, it's hard to get control. I want to get the extra ball. Even in tournament mode, it's worth points. So I'm just trying to control. Okay, good. Look at that. So now, see, all right, arena's got a couple flashing lights on it. Let's try to hit that. Extra ball is lit. Let's try to hit that. It's a hard shot to hit, and it's a hard shot to hit on the fly. Now, I just rolled over a 2X on the in lane. If you notice the yellow shots, and I'm just going to pull this for now, this yellow insert, the X, when that's lit, your next shot is worth 2 times. If you build this, and it's completing modes, and there's a couple different ways to build this, you can actually get it to 2, 3, 4, or 2, 4, 6, 8. It multiplies your one shot huge. So you can actually make one shot that's worth 100 million. But that takes a long time to do, and a lot of, I don't want to say luck. So now, notice, I hit the drop targets. I didn't get an atta ball, so it's done. I think you get 3 atta balls. It's either 2 or 3 atta balls in this. So now you're thinking, okay, what do I do? I can bring the prison in now because I've already got the drop target multi-ball. So what I want to do is I want to try to get 1 ball in each flipper. So now I don't have any risk. So now what I want to do is I want to get the prison started because I only have 2 shots left. Uh-oh. And I say I only have 2 shots. Let's see if it registers. Nope, I missed it. So I drop, see, I just catch it, control the ball, miss the shot again. Catch it, control the ball, make the shot this time. All right, so again, oh, look at that, a free game. So now if you're at an arcade, you get to go again. So now what I want to do is I want to shoot the prison shot. I want to alternate shots. Now, I made the shot to the left of the prison, and because I had made the 2 stand-up targets, I have the 2X playfield. So all of my shots right now are giving me 2 times what they're normally worth. So what I want to do is not that. Now, see how I gave it a little shake there? The ball was literally going right down the middle. And you say, well, how can you prevent that? Sometimes you can't. But if it's a little bit off center, you can get a little nudge right before the ball is about to hit. Okay, so now we're at CDC, so you hit the shot a few times. And you can really hit. There's multiple shots you can hit. Oh, no. Don't like how it comes off the rim. You know, I still have that extra ball there. But I'm still going to get greedy because we're having a good time. All right, let it bounce. All right, I'll go for the extra ball. Now I got an extra ball, so hey, great. In tournament mode, I think it's 5 million points. That's not bad. Sometimes that 5 million comes in handy. All right, let it bounce. Shoot the CDC again. No, not anytime, anytime. There we go. Shoot it again now. I'm getting value every time I hit that. And the door is opening. They're axing the door. And no, they're not asking it a question. Okay. So now the door is open, and I was paying attention up there, but that's okay. Look at the score now compared to the 12 million game. Now we're at 108. That would be a typical 3-ball game. Now you think, wow, what do I do? I'm far away from the prison. I'm far away from getting the bloodbath again because the second bloodbath, you got to get first aid, weapons, and food 2 times. Not easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot this really pretty, fancy, handsome guy a few times. And we're going to try to start a multi-ball with him. Oh, look at that. I must have hit him a lot before because it takes a lot more than that. Now, I can actually, if I want, I can start hitting, I don't know if, I know I can hit my drop targets for weapons, food, and all that, and go on my way to bloodbath. But if you hit him, you get small jackpots. You don't get much. But you know what? You got 2 balls going, and you're getting points. Let's hit him again. Hit him again. Pretty soon he's going to start calling me names, but it's okay. I don't mind. Now, again, I have the 2X going because I hit the 2, and then I shot that riot shot, the shot just to the left. So what I want to do is, this is what I want to do. If you backhand that guy, it's a lot safer, as you see. You backhand it, a lot of times, you get the ball back or really close. Uh-oh. And again, I don't know how many points he's really giving me. What are you giving me? 4,750,000. All right, I'll take it. That's not bad. All right, so now you're kind of stuck. Again, you see the nudging that I'm doing. When the ball's very close to the flipper, I'm giving it little nudges to try to bounce it over. Don't be afraid to nudge the game. If the game will let you nudge it, go for it. So, some games, if you nudge it a little bit, you may get a tilt warning. Well, I'm going to go for food. What the heck? Time it out, hit the drop target, let it bounce, and let it go down. But that's okay. Not a bad game. Would you guys take that? I'd take it, even, you know. So, again, a different strategy. So you saw the prison strategy didn't work so well. That did, although I can blow these up a little bit better. So we're going to try to do... Okay, now we're going to do the Eric Stone strategy. What I like to do is, in tournament play, I like to get the prison set up first. So basically, I need 2 shots to set the prison up. I shoot the end, and then I shoot the prison, and the magnet holds onto the ball. If I can do that with the ball safe still on, that's pretty good. Sometimes you can't. Then you go for the drop targets. So this is what we'll do. Come on, let it bounce. And I will shoot it from that flipper because I have a ball save on. No. Okay, now I won't because I will not have a ball save on. I don't know why it's not registering. Walking Deads are, sometimes they're finicky. Sometimes you can hit that prison 3 times and get 1 registered hit on it. Okay, let it bounce. That was not what I want to do. Catch it like that, shoot the drop targets. Now, you know what? I like to get a couple prison letters by making shots. I can shoot this ramp and get a prison letter. Now watch this. See how I bumped it up? As the ball's coming down fast, I hold the flipper up. If I bump it with my hand like this, right in the crease, it's going to bounce it up into the next flipper most of the time. Not all the time. It all depends on the game. So I got on the flipper I want. I'm going to try to shoot that last, the hardest one, and I shot the hardest one. So now I want to get the barn. I want to get that barn going. That will also give me a prison shot. So now, 2 things I can do. I can shoot the prison if I feel lucky, or just keep going for the barn. Didn't want to do that, but that's okay. Oh, that was interesting. I thought it was going to come down harder, but it's okay. Didn't lose the ball. And again, every Walking Dead will play different. So this Walking Dead plays different than the last Walking Dead I played. And the same thing will happen to you. You go to one arcade and play The Walking Dead, and you'll get used to it. And then you'll find one in another arcade, and you'll think, oh, man, I can't play it. All the shots are a little bit different because they're all set up a little bit differently. But still not bad. So now, I missed, you know, I didn't get too much from barn there. So what I want to do is, I want to get weapons and food. And I can shoot prison at the same time. It seems to register the first time, but then later it doesn't. All right, so there's food. Let it bounce off the flipper. Again, just be patient with it. Let the ball come to you. Don't chase after the ball. Okay, try to catch the ball. Now bounce it up. And most games will not give you a tilt warning if you bounce the ball up like that. If it's set really, really tight, it might. So just keep that in mind. All right, now we've got Bloodbath lit. He even said it. Look at that. It's even going to be a bloodbath. So what I want to do is I want to hit 2 of those targets, and then I want to start a mode because I want to bring the mode into Bloodbath. Now, I tried to shake it out of here, but it didn't happen. When the ball gets close to the outside, you can give it a little shake, like a little shimmy, and sometimes you can, and we'll show you that. Sometimes you can bank it off that side and get it back into play. All right, so now I'm on the last ball. I need a multi-ball. I don't care which multi-ball, I don't care how I get it, but I need it. So I'm going to go for those drop targets while the ball save's on. We're going to try to get a multi-ball. Oh, boy. I'm not going to get greedy. I'm going to transfer the ball over, bounce it over. See that? And now I got multi-ball. So now I also have my mode shots lit. So I'm going to shoot CDC. I'm going to try to get some points with this. And again, in Bloodbath, you can also hit those drop targets and get an add-a-ball. I can also start my prison at the same time. So, now see that little shake? And that's not cheating. Because you will pay the price. You will pay the price if you tilt. Now what I did, okay, now I need to hit that prison right now, and it did not hit. Well done. So Bloodbath is done, but my prison's lit. Okay, I wanted to stack both of those. I still have the CDC lit. So I still have a mode going. Wow, that was pretty cool. I think it may be over. Okay, CDC's over. So now I want to hit one shot prison, and just keep doing that. I still have the ball save on. There's the prison. I'm going to let one go on purpose, knowing I'm going to get it back. Shoot another shot, give it a little nudge, shoot the prison shot, and that was actually a 2 times hit because I had the in lane going. Ooh, that was, I think it might be a little difficult because of the lighting, but that's okay. All right, up to 55. Not great, but it's doable. Now I want to go for arena because that's the one where bounced off the side, look, right back to the flipper. I give it a little push. Now, I want to hit this a few times. Usually if you miss the arena to the right, you're okay. So I try to shoot the shot late. Oh, I missed it left, and look what happened. Almost went right down. Try to transfer it over. Shoot it again. 3 million. Ugh. There's my extra ball. In tournament mode, that would be 5 million. That's cool. Now, if I shoot these, I'll get 30 extra seconds, but I'm on the 3rd ball. I need points. So, now see, that time I gave it the nudge, but it wasn't quite enough. All right, you can see it. So the mode's timed out. So now you think, what do you do? Boy, I need a lot to get this multi-ball, a lot to get that multi-ball. This guy is risky. Basically, everything's risky. So I'm just going to shoot him. And I do a lot of movement, like I think my body English is moving the ball. Maybe it does. I don't know. But it makes me feel better either way. Now, I told you never shoot it with this flipper, but I am doing that. What I would do is transfer it over to the right flipper. Yeah, he just said darn it. Oh, look at that! Oh, that was perfect. He started the multi-ball right as it went down. Woo! Love when that happens. So now, what I can do is, I can start going for the drop targets to try to get to my next bloodbath. So now I've got food lit. Again, I got a ball save, so I don't really care what happens to that ball. I think what makes it more difficult is the fact that when the lights are off and things are blinking everywhere, it makes it more difficult to actually see what the ball's doing. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think you can stack prison. Oh, look at that. You can actually, so I've got multi-ball going and I've got modes lit. Okay, I've got 2 modes left, Tunnel and Riot. Riot has to do something like the pop bumpers build the value. So again, I got 2 balls on one flipper. Man, I don't want it like that. So I try to give it one little hit, and sometimes it works. Other times it doesn't. And I just did not get patient with that. All right, where are you going to go, ball? That was good. All right, well, that didn't work out. So I still have 2 modes lit. I'm really not close to anything. So I might as well shoot one of the modes. Oh, look at that, it tilted. So there's your example. I must have had 2 tilt warnings. Always in your head, remember how many tilt warnings you have. So now what do? Boy, I might as well go for the drop targets because I need about 13 prison hits in order to get
Why do you keep calling me names? How rude. Prison multi-ball. Now, I've got modes lit. I'm just going to go for him. So you shoot the tunnel. I'm not really too familiar with the tunnel mode, but since I've got a bunch of red shots flashing. All right, now that's 2. Now, I can't give it any more nudges. It's done.
Where did you walk from Terminus?
And we'll shoot some other red shots, or try anyway. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to ask you to turn, can I turn the overhead light on, Dave? Because it's sometimes a little more difficult to see. All right, much better. Now I may be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, so now once again, we're going to play one more game with the strategy that I like to play. Going to try to set prison up, start hitting the drop targets, get the modes going, and try to stack the 2 multi-balls. And you just told me to man up. Was that because I turned the light on? Either way you do it. Oh, did you see that? That was kind of cool. That's called a Lazarus. When it bounces down here and comes back, always be ready. Sometimes you think, oh, the ball's going down, and then it bounces up like that. Okay, so now I've got modes lit. I still want to take a chance and shoot prison. I want to get that barn. Oh, and I get CDC again. Well, you know what? Now, did you see how I gave it that shake? I shook it away from the out lane. As it was heading down, it was around that post. It could have gone either way. But once I give it a nudge, it wound up nudging it back to where I want. That time it didn't. So now I'm learning a lesson, right? I'm shooting the ramp, and I'm shooting the ball on the fly and missing, and then it's causing me to drain. So I don't want to do that. So now we want to shoot the drop targets. That's good. Look at that. That registered the prison. So it kind of gave me the best of both worlds. So now let it bounce. Shoot that last drop target. Now, I did give it a little nudge when it hit that side because I wanted it to bounce off of this side wood, whatever you want to call it. All right. Well, let's try to get prison going. Now, I gave it a little shake because I didn't want it to hit the sling and start going crazy. So shaking it this way pushed the ball this way a little bit, and so it bounced off of that rather than hit the slings. Just little nuances. All right. Come on. And you know, don't ever feel bad about talking to the game and getting upset at the game. Say, come on, be nice. Funhouse is a game I love to talk to. So I still have barn lit. There it is. I am just going to try to whack barn right now. I'm not going to try for any multi-ball. I'm just going to try to hit barn. Let's see what we got. 2.5 million. Come on. Let's get something good here. I'm tired of these missing shots here. Now I can see what I'm doing. 3 million. And it'll just the barn value will just keep going up. Oh, extra ball is lit. But I don't go for that yet. Oh, boy. Now, did you see that? That shake right there, that ball was dead. Dead to rights. But I shook it right as it got to that rubber, and it caused it to hit the rubber, bounce up, and go back. It won't always happen that way, and it's not always pretty. And sometimes you may tilt. But that time it worked. I got 14 seconds to hit that barn as many times as I want. Or can. 3.5 million. Eventually, that barn will get up to 5, 6, 7, 10 million. Oh, that's a perfect drop catch right there. And then, or live catch, sorry. I always mix those two up. Now, if I hit that last target, I'm going to extend. There it is. Oh, and I wound up tilting the ball. No good. All right. Because I saved it there, I had 2 dangers. Again, I'm still kind of trying to show. Every time I forget about a little trick, I think, oh yeah, we're going to talk about that. All right, so again, I need 2 sets of drop targets to get Bloodbath, and I still need some help for prison. Don't feel bad about letting the ball bounce. Try to backhand, try to get a little greedy. Yes, it is going to be a Bloodbath, if I can help it. Try to catch the ball. Oh, look at that. Guess what? I'm going to get a bloodbath. Walking Dead. Okay, so now I do have modes lit. Oh, I have arena lit, which I like arena. But I'm also going to try to shoot the prison because I want to try to bring the prison multi-ball in with a bloodbath multi-ball. Okay, I have no excuse. The lights are turned on. All right. Oh, now that was a good shake because I would have been out of multi-ball if I did not give it a nudge. Instead, now I'm up to 4 balls. Getting prison ready. I'm still a few shots away from prison. So you may say, what is he going for right now? I am just going for anything I can get. Prison. So I'm going to go for arena. I want to start arena. Every time I hit that arena shot, I'm going to get points. Keep going. Wow. Boy. Still, I'm getting arena points. There's more. See how much that's worth. So bloodbath wasn't too impressive, but that's okay. All right. I have all my mode shots lit. Oh, no, I still have arena going. Okay. He just told me not to get... Did you hear that? Did you hear what he said? How rude. Just for that, you're getting another arena shot. Bounce it off the side. Try to hit it. Arena, 3-6. Free game, arena, who knows? Arena, something else. Oh, arena's done. Okay, not bad. 28 million, that's not terrible. So now I want to get prison going. So now, oh, that's close. Oh. Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna get greedy. Ah, I shouldn't have got greedy. Oh. Ooh. All right, try to catch the ball. Oh boy, that's 2. So now I cannot shake it at all. Get greedy. Oh, I got greedy. Okay, so now we're in prison. Now, I want to get that last weapons. I've got two drop targets. There we go. And modes are now lit. So I want to shoot either the riot or the tunnel, but I really want to shoot the riot mode. Ugh. I'm letting that ball go on purpose. And that riot mode is not an easy shot, just so everyone knows. Now, another thing I could do is I could try to keep shooting those drops and try to start me another bloodbath. And with 1 ball on the left side, you know what? That might be okay to do. And that's not okay to do. But you know what? We're going to go for it anyway. But you know what? Now I bounce it up. Coming down that ramp is tough. Still not terrible. We'll do one more quick game and then we'll switch. We'll switch over. Is that good? I really wanted to blow this game up like last year, but right now it's not accommodating me. All right. We'll do one more game on this and then we'll switch. So, I wish that prison would register. Normally, 2 prison hits and you're good. We'll go for the drop targets now. Catch the ball. Shoot for that last one. And miss it again. Ooh, that gave me 2, but it sure saved it from the outside. And again, these Stern games will give you one really good shake before the game will tilt on you. All right. Did that take it out of camera view? I hope not. All right. Ooh, I wish that magnet would always shoot it right back there. So now I'm going to try to shoot that last drop target. And we're going to go for that barn again because that's what I like to do. Give me some friendly bounces, please. And if I can start making some of those barn shots, maybe we can do something here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. Come on. Nice. Be friendly. Friendly bounces, guys. Friendly bounces. Thank you. Oh, but you got to make the shot. Now, another drop catch there. Try to shoot the barn over and over again. Try to get points. I've seen a lot of Walking Dead games where people don't even get 10 million points in a tournament. And just by doing this strategy, by shooting the drop targets and going for barn, you'll get more than 10 million, most likely. Unless you miss shots. And then you won't. Here we go. What's that worth? 4.5? Oh no, now we're getting up there. Now we're starting to get barn lit up. I give it a little nudge so it bounces off the metal back to my left flipper. Oh no. Oh, well. Okay, catch it. Try to shoot that barn again, baby. What's that? 5 million, not bad. Uh-oh. Shoot it again, 5.5. Now we're starting to get to how I like it. Uh-oh. Ooh, I got lucky. I couldn't shake it. I had 2 tilt warnings. Missed the barn, but you know what? I added more time. 15 seconds now. So now I can whack on that barn even more. 6 million. Oh, that was a terrible catch. It wasn't a catch. Okay, transfer the ball over. Now that barn's going to be worth 6.5 million. That's a lot of points. Don't think of how much a shot's going to be worth. Not bad. So 44 million just on the barn. So that's a good start. So now I only need first aid, and I'm about 5 shots away from prison multi-ball. So I'm still in a pretty good, I'm still in a pretty good setup here. So the first thing I want to do with the ball save on, take the dangerous shot, and try to hit that last drop target. Now that was a perfect drop catch. Right as the ball came to the flipper, I wound up catching the ball and then shooting it. I like the catch and shoot method. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot I didn't have the tilt. All right, that's all right. We're still 1 away from the bloodbath multi-ball. Doesn't look like we're going to blow this game up. But, come on now. Come on now. Bounce, over. Just, all I need is those 3 drop targets. How hard is that, right? When you need them. Okay, catch the ball. Oh! Come on now. Be nice to me. It says, I am being nice. Make your shots. All right. Now, I want to try to get that prison at least set up. Oh my gosh. Oh, my ball save time is running out. Got to hit the drop targets to add a ball because I'm in bloodbath here. Oh, don't do it to me. You know that song, Don't Do Me Like That? Well, it's doing me like that. Oh boy. All right, that gives me some more time to make some more shots, or not. All right, well, there was that. Now here's an interesting scenario. Now I got 3-on-1. If I do one little flip like that, you can separate them. I want to hit the first aid. I want to hit those other 2 drops because it'll give me another add a ball. Oh, where are you going to go? Oh, that was my fault there. But that's okay. I need to hit that last drop target. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, can we do it? You get a little ball save time. Oh, yes. No, lucky it says, I feel sorry for you. You can't hit your shot. I'm just going to give it to you. And I say, thank you. I should get that back. No, I did not get that back. All right, it says, I gave you something earlier. Now, I want to try to nudge it away from that. All right, I need 2 more prison shots. I also have arena lit, which I like arena. But I'm going to go for the prison. Ugh, maybe not. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. I'll go for the extra ball. No, I will not. Get it? All right. So again, I want to try to get into that prison multi-ball. I also have a mode lit. Still not a terrible score for if I were in a tournament game. But we are going to try to get that prison. Oh. Well, that's not good. See ya. Gosh, not great. You guys get the idea? I gotta do one more. Oh, okay. We got to get to the other one then. But you know, you saw how one mode, the barn, got almost 50 million, just shooting one shot over and over and over again. And a lot of times, if you want a decent score, replays on these are usually pretty low in an arcade, and you can really, Craig, you want to help him? Do you want to? So I live in Fort Myers, and I belong to a place called the Pinball Asylum. The World Championship of Pinball will be held there next year in 2020. It alternates between U.S. and Europe. And I streamed a game of Munsters about a week ago. Up and over to the other flipper, which Lee Muscartolo, you know, he gets a little credit for showing me that. Okay, so there's two. So the first thing I like to look at when I see a game like this is I see a lit spinner for 1,000 points. And that is pretty much what I go for on Evel Knievel. You've got letters that build up your bonus, things that build up your bonus to 15,000. So 15,000 is the max bonus on this game. You can double it by shooting these targets. So basically it's whatever flipper, if I have the ball on this flipper, I'm going to shoot the spinner because I'm going to get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000. Some of these spinners you can get 20, 30,000 points on when they're really, really juiced up, as I like to say. But maybe if the ball's on this flipper, I'll shoot the drop targets because I'll try to get the double bonus. Now, the ball times on this game, obviously, a lot lower than on The Walking Dead. But I'll show you a couple strategies to pass the ball over that I really like. So the first thing I do is I always plunge the ball, like if I've never played the game before, the particular game. What I want to do is I want to hit that 3,000 point shot right in the middle. So I'll pull it all the way back and see where it gets me. And it got me right in the middle. So I know that's what I need to do for the rest of the... Now, so you are using the same skill set. Hold the flipper up, let it bounce over. So now I've got this 1,000 point. I don't think bouncing this up here is going to work. Let's see. See that? See what happens? It doesn't. So we do something called a Schatz pass. Schatz is when you hit it off the tip of the flipper to the other side. It takes a lot of practice, but you can get it down. And what I want to do is get this ball over here by hitting on the tip of the flipper like that, and now the ball's over there, and I can hit my shot. Not easy to do, but once you get the hang of it, you'll say, wow, that wasn't as hard as I thought. Drop, catch the ball. Sometimes on these older games, it's easier to catch the ball than it is on some of the newer games. It's not as bouncy. So you know what? I want to try to hit these drop targets. Because what I want to do is I want to try for 2 times bonus. Oh, boy. So I'm still able to live catch the ball just the way I want. But I've got nothing to shoot for over here. My spinner's lit here. My targets are there. So, again, we're just going to try to Schatz pass it over. And it's not easy. I mean, it might look easy, but it's not. Now I want to hit those drop targets again. Uh-oh. Ooh, I got away with that. Now, I gave it a little bit of a nudge there. I'm not sure where the tilt is on this, but I'm sure there's a tilt on it. But again, if you can get away with a little bit of a nudge to knock it out of there, go for it. So now, extra ball is my next thing. A lot of tournaments, they will leave the extra ball on because on these older games, it's so hard to get. So I will go for that. Oh, free target. So now, if I let it go like that, it bounces that flipper, and then I miss the shot. Oh, no, don't do it. Okay. Not bad. I mean, to me, like a decent score on this, you get 100,000, 150,000, and you're doing all right. So when I pulled it all the way back, it worked. So I'm going to do it again. See if it goes in the middle. And it did. So I don't have to adjust anything with that. Uh-oh. Try to catch the ball. Now I'm going to try to hit that spinner. Now that only gave me 6,000 points, but it's 6,000 points I didn't have. Hold the ball up, hold the flipper up, let it bounce over. It's a lot more simple on this game. I'm going to try to get my double bonus here. Uh-oh. Now that's what you know. Now, see, that was a nice drop catch and shoot the shot. There's a good, sometimes you catch it too well, and it rolls right off the tip. Come on. Uh-oh. So now I just let it was coming so hard, you just hold the flipper up, and you don't even need to give it that nudge. I want to go for that because that is worth 10,000 because my bonus is 10. All right. And look at that. That was great. I mean, and yes, there is a fair amount of luck in these games where, you know, you hit that and look, it bounces up there and you get a lot more points. All right, I'm going to pull it all the way back because it worked the first 2 times and it's going to work that time. So again, I'm using the same skills, the same catches that I do on The Walking Dead, just like that. Try to control the ball, and then try to make your shot. Try to stop the ball like that. Try to pass the ball over, but this way, I'm passing it this way. Shoot the shot, and once you get the feel for an older game, and it'll take a couple games usually to get the feel for it. It's not as hard as it looks. Ooh. So now we're going to go for that spinner and not make it. Again, right as that ball was about to hit this, I just give it a little bit of a push here. I am going to see if it has a tilt. I guess the game, does it not have a tilt bob in it? Doesn't look like it has a tilt bob in it. Well, yeah, I know that's my perfect game without a tilt bob. But a lot of those nudges, now that you couldn't do anything about. A lot of the nudges that I made on the side, the game wouldn't have tilted, but you have to be careful. All right, so we're not going to really nudge much at all. Again, and these games don't take long to explain because look, I got a spinner and I got 11,000. You know, so that's basically your highest shot point-wise is that spinner. And I got this spinner lit. I got 5,000 out of that. I'm going to try to pass it over. Again, it's difficult, but once you get the hang of it, then you'll be able to do it. Come on, hit that one. Oh, see? There's where some luck comes in. I'm going to try to let it go to the other side. Uh-oh. Ooh, I got lucky there. I thought I flipped it right down. Let it bounce. Be patient with it. Don't miss the shots more than twice. Ugh. Unless you expect to get lucky. Come on. Oh, look at that. So I'm one away from the extra ball. But it's okay. That's 30,000 a bonus. That's the max you can get. That's pretty good. And I'm not going to nudge. I'm not really going to nudge much on this because I don't want to give a false sense of security when you play one that has a tilt in it. And next thing you know, you'll say, oh, his didn't tilt, but mine did. But again, pass it over. Shoot whatever shot you want. And like I said, different games will have different methods on passing the ball. Walking Dead, I would shoot it from this post to get it over. And this game, you can't do that. So you just wait till it gets on the tip of the flipper. And then do that. But, you know, sometimes you don't do it perfect. Other times it works out. So I've got one target left to get double bonus. So let's hit that. I got my spinner lit that I missed. Now we'll go for it again. I like it because when the spinner's going this way, it's still giving me 1,000. Uh-oh. Ooh. Now that's kind of what you call a slap save. A lot of people will actually go bam, bam. When it's so close to the tip that if you slap it with one, all it's going to do is push it over to the other, and the other flipper will shoot it up. It's rare for it to happen on these older games, but you saw it just did there. And so now you got control, and I'm going to try to pass it over there. And for me, sometimes it takes a few tries because it's not even always easy for me to pass. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble over there. Okay. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, so now I got 6,000 for that. I've got a few thousand for that. Try to catch the ball. Like that. Try to shoot the spinner that gives me points. That was good. Catch the ball again. Try to pass it over. Try to shoot the spinner that gives me points or nothing. And that's that. But look, what did I say is a decent game? 100,000? That's not bad at all, especially for not nudging the game at all. All right, we'll play one more game and then we'll answer questions because I know time is getting away from us a little bit. So again, pull it all the way back because, oh, that time it didn't work. If you notice that pulling it all the way back is too much, there are little marks where the plunger is. And you can pull it back to a certain mark and find what mark lands the ball where you want it to land. But this one, you just happen to pull it all the way back and you're good. So let's shoot the spinner, get about 6,000. All right, let it bounce. Try to hit a couple of those drop targets down, because once you start building your bonus up, those drop targets are worth a lot because you're doubling your bonus. So now my bonus is 6,000. So that last target's worth 6,000 right now. Now it's worth 7, plus whatever the actual value is. Now it's worth 8. Come on, don't miss it again. Thank you. So now I have double bonus, and I think, okay, well, do I want to get greedy and go for extra ball? What the heck? Uh-oh. Now, okay. Now, again, when you see a ball come down, if it's just off-centered, try not to get nervous. Just be patient. Let one flipper up. Let it bounce off the tip to the other side. Oh, that was a hard bounce. And sometimes that happens. The older games, you'll let it bounce, and it'll bounce right in and out. But again, 30,000. If you max your bonus out on all 3 balls, you're going to have a pretty good game on this. So I'm going to pull it all the way back again, thinking that I'm going to hit the middle shot like I have been, and it did. Uh-oh, get out of there. Oh, no. That was my fault. And again, sometimes you can misplay the ball, and that's what happens. All right. Let's see what we can do on this last ball here. Do something. Do something. Something positive. Try to hit those drop targets. Try to get double bonus. Oh, I got my juicy spinner lit for 10,000. So there we are. We're up to 90. Oh, no. There was the slap save. But I don't tend to slap the game that way. Try to catch the ball, but it's very hard in these older games to catch the ball on the very tip of the flipper. Uh-oh. Where are we going, ball? Oh, we're going for double bonus. That's what we're going, right there. Oh, and then it goes down, but the shot was still worth 8,000 points. So, you know, every game was over 100,000 on this. Now, do you guys see the difference of how you maneuver this game versus The Walking Dead? I mean, it's this is very touchy, and there's not a tilt in it. So the last 2 games I played, I tried to be easy on it because I didn't want to give you a false sense of security. So I think we're 6 minutes. What's that? Oh, 15 minutes? All right, we'll play one more game, and then we'll answer some questions. Because these games usually don't take too long. And once you get to play a game several times, you'll start to get the feel for it. You'll start to know where the shots are on the flippers. You'll start to know where you can let the ball bounce and where you can't. Because I may play another Evel Knievel, and I may have to hit. I'll show you once I catch the ball. All right, well, you know what? We're just going to shoot a couple shots. I may have to hit the ball here to hit the spinner on one game, and here to hit the spinner on another game, here to hit the spinner on another game, because every game could be a little bit different. Come on, this will be the game I blow up. Uh-oh, maybe not. So I'm going to shoot those drop targets, catch the ball, and it seems a little easier to catch the ball in this game than Walking Dead, which that's pretty rare, but I will not complain about that. All right, so again, we're in trouble. Try to get out of it, tip the ball over to the other side, and try to hit that target. So now I've got double bonus on this. Try to catch it. Oh, that was a perfect drop catch right there. Let it bounce over. Try to shoot the spinner. And again, a lot of times these spinners will give you more than 5,000. They'll give you 10, 15, even 20. So they're very, very lucrative. Let it bounce over. Shoot the spinner again. Miss it. So I'll shoot the drop targets because I've got a wide area that I can miss and still hit drop targets. But I want to get it back over here, so I let it hit the tip, go back to there, hit the drop targets again. I need one more for extra ball, and there's your extra ball. Now say, okay, that's fine because I got the extra ball, so now we can keep going. It's always useful to know what do I need to do to get the extra ball, because that's what you go for if it doesn't take too much time and too much risk. So what I like to do first is kind of build my bonus up first. And then, as long as I'm still playing, pass the ball over. as long as I'm still playing, then I'll go for the fancy stuff like the drop targets, the extra balls, double bonus. Let the ball bounce over because I want it on this flipper because I want that double bonus. That's always good. All right, let it bounce over. You know what? Now, I didn't let it bounce over a second time because I didn't know if it was going to bounce or go right down the middle. So I got 101. Let's see what that spinner's worth. Okay, it was worth 11,000 points. Not bad. But why not go for a shot like that? If every time I do that I get 11,000 points, then that's pretty good. Yeah, sometimes it takes a while to get points. And the style I play, I like shooting the same shot over and over and over again if it's lucrative. And I'll play a game for an hour or an hour and a half just shooting the same shot if it's going to get me the points. All right, so now we're on ball 2. Catch the ball from there. We're going to try to shoot the spinner. That was worth 7,000, but fine. I mean, that's 7,000 more than I had before, and I got one flip out of that ball. But still, I got probably 15 to 20,000 on flipping the ball one time. And catch the ball, try to pass it over, try to shoot some of those drop targets because I'm going to get greedy and try to go for at least a double bonus. Uh-oh. Now that nudge you get away with. That was not overly aggressive. Come on, hit that. And we'll try to let it bounce, try to catch it over here, try to hit the drop targets that I'm not hitting. Uh-oh. There we go. Get the 11,000 point shot. That's not bad. And try to catch the ball. And it may look easy to catch. I mean, once you get it down, you'll be able to catch the ball just like that. Especially these older games. It's not as hard as it may seem. All right, so now we need to get that last one for double bonus. And now we want to go for extra ball. Oh. So that was, again, the slap save where you had to hit this, but it put it over here, and then you go up. Uh-oh. So let it bounce. And we're going to try to get that extra ball. Come on now. We 3 away. Come on. There we go. And I actually prefer older games in a way. Sometimes. I love, my favorite games are from the 80s and 90s. I mean, I do like the new Stern games, but I guess my forte would be the older games. There it is, extra ball. Okay, now, say you're in an arcade. Now it's worth a special. So hold the flipper up, and if you hold the flipper up and it lets you come back over here, then do it every time. So, some games will not let you do that. Where are we going? So I'm letting it bounce over because I want the ball in the right flipper. I want to try to get the special, let it tip, hold the tip of the flipper up, and it bounces right over there. Again, just like that. And again, some games you'll be able to do it, other games you won't be able to do it. But this one, after playing it a few times, it allows you to. So, I mean, we're doing all right here. We're almost at 200,000, which, this is a pretty good game. Now, that time I held the tip of the flipper up to get it over there to try to hit that spinner shot. Ooh, that was fortunate. And you basically just try to shoot the ball back up top or try to hit those drop targets. Now, I want to get the special because I love hearing the noise. Come on, I want to hear the noise. Bounce over. Back. So there's your slap save right there. And I gave it a good whack off of this flipper to this flipper and then back up. Now, you know what? Oh, that might not have worked out. No. I was going to say, let's just get greedy and just keep trying to go for free games. All right. Great. 10 minutes, yeah. And we'll go for one more. Now, since we don't have much time, are there any questions that you have about this game that you want to ask? And we're pretty much done this anyway. What's that? What's that? These spot letters, cycle, basically just gives you bonus. You get 500 plus advanced bonus. I think if you get all of them, I don't think it's not really lucrative if you get all. I'll try to get them all. It's difficult and it's pretty risky to get all 5 of those. I'm not really sure exactly what all 5 do because I usually don't go for it. But maybe I'll get lucky and be able to get some and see what happens here.
I think it's one of those things that it looks good. It's for looks rather than payout.
Yeah. All right, so now all I need is the C. Come on. Give the man what he wants. No, not quite. Come on, give me that C so I can see what happens. Yeah, C to see what happens. Oh, we are so close. Now look, in the process, I got the double bonus. Oh, give me the C, give me the C. Here we go. Okay. Oh, it lights your special. See the special in the outlane? So getting cycle apparently lights your special. So I guess that answers that question. I mean, usually it doesn't give you a lot of points, but if you're in an arcade, you would have got a free game. And that would have been a good score, 300 and something thousand. That's not bad.
You have a question?
And you can ask about The Walking Dead, about this, or any other pinball-related questions.
Well, I have a question
or
for
weather,
you.
if you really want.
So, as a player who spent a lot of time playing in the 70s with the debut of the long flippers, I found the Bally flippers to be so jumpy, so fast, that those side drop targets, being the Bally drop targets that you really have to hit square on,
Yeah,
it's like a very risky proposition just
you're right.
because it's down low on the flipper that wants to flip straight up the middle.
It's very risky because when the angle coming into these drop targets, this game it's going to put your ball usually in these pop bumpers somewhere, and then you don't know how it's going to come down. And a lot of these games of this era will have the 5 drop targets here or over here, or 8 Ball Deluxe has a bunch of them over here, and it's the risk and the reward. And Walking Dead is another one of those games, risk and reward. There are a lot of risky shots, but if you make the shots and you can get control on your flipper, then it's worth it. You just kind of have to weigh yourself, is it worth it? Some of these spinners, I've seen games where, like, I've seen a Harlem Globetrotter where the spinner was so oiled up, or whatever you call it, it would spin 35 times. And so if these spinners would spin 35 times, I would not be going for these targets. I would be shooting 35,000 shots all day long. So again, it's whatever the game gives you. And since this spinner would give me 11 or 12,000, this one would give me about 6. If I had the ball in this flipper, what's worth more? To me, it's worth going for the risky drop targets because if I have 15,000 bonus, that last drop target is going to be worth another 15,000, which is even more than shooting the right spinner one time. So you kind of have to weigh your options. And again, you got to get the feel for each game because, this game may play easier or harder. This Walking Dead for me played harder than maybe the last couple Walking Deads I played. But once you get the hang of it, once you get where the bounces are and where the shots are, then you start getting comfortable with the game. And sometimes it takes several games to do that.
Last call for questions. Up front here. Great.
Eric, when you go into a tournament like as you are today,
Right.
you had some time off where you didn't play a little bit for a while there, and you're going to see some of these new games, and so if you don't know the game and you're going into a tournament and you got to do really well because you want to do really well.
Right.
What do you use for a strategy? Like, do you kind of stand back and just kind of watch what's going on, or how do you do it? What's comfortable for you?
The first thing I do is if I'm in a tournament, there'll be a game list, and if it's a game I don't know, you go on YouTube and you type in the game. So like Walking Dead, you say Walking Dead tutorial, Walking Dead pinball tutorial, and I think Bowen has one. There's several. And if there's not a tutorial, like maybe I've never seen Evel Knievel in my life, and I say, okay, I want an Evel Knievel tutorial. I'll look on YouTube, and I might not see one, but I might see somebody playing the game. And if I see what shots they're doing, then I can see the point values. And the older games are a lot easier to figure out because there's not as much to them. The strategies on these, you know, they're so deep that there's so many different ways you can play the game. So the Black Knight, the new Black Knight game is in the tournament. I don't really know the strategy on that game. I know the modes. I know the multi-balls. So, yeah, I'll watch a video of Keith Elwin or somebody playing the game, somebody that's played it 100 or 200 times versus maybe 10 that I've played it. And then I can see the strategy, and then I can copy what they do and try to do it better. So, but yeah, there's a couple interesting games out there in the tournament that I either never played before or I only played a couple times. So I'll be going on YouTube and trying to figure out different strategies on what I need to do. But, you know, that's a good thing for you guys, you know, especially if you buy a game and you don't really know the strategies, you don't want to read all the different rule sets because there's so many different rules of everything. And I didn't even go over every single rule. We would have been here till 2 in the afternoon going on every single rule on Walking Dead. But you watch how people play it, and you watch what they go for, and you try to mimic what they do and, you know, see what gives you the most amount of points and see what is too risky to go for, really.
Okay, well,
Any
thanks
other
very
questions?
much. We've got to move on here, so let's.
Well, thanks for coming, guys.